Hello.
Sorry.
Hi, good evening.
How
Assalamu
are
alaikum.
you?
How are you?
Walaikum salam. Well, all well.
Great, great. Let me make you a co-host. I have made you the co-host.
Thank you.
So
how
we have people joining in from different parts of the world. I can
Okay.
see somebody from Singapore, Mr. Anthony. He is AFT Quantum facilitator. So we have
Okay.
today two facilitators. That's good. And we have Mr. Sri from Delhi.
All righty. Hello, everyone. So I think your videos are not on, so I cannot see you. I can just see your names here. So hello from Bombay. Hey, hi. Let me just say hello to Shehzadi. Let me say hello to Manjula and Saileja, Farzana. I know these people, Sri Kumar, Veena, Anthony, Malini. I don't know you, but hello to you as well. So let's begin.
So nice to
Hi,
see you
Shagufta.
all.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Yeah, thank you. And I really trust and hope that you all are in good health, safe, and best of spirits. Especially the period is like that, so it is very important to ask. So let us start today's session.
Eid Mubarak in advance.
Khair Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak in advance.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
So today we are going to talk about the AMWAND. And before getting into the subject, I just wanted to give you a simple picture. For those people, they know very good. And for those people, they don't know about the holistic science and what is the role of quantum physics in holistic science and all. I'll be talking a little bit. Okay. We know most of the question, like why do we need holistic healing? Already we have a conventional medicine, a very reputed, scientifically proven medicine. So why do we need something extra? Whether it is hypnotherapy or it is homeopathy or whatever the vital body medicine or whatever the mental body medicine, why do we need a sort of additional holistic healing? Here, one thing we need to understand, our body is not like a car. Like, for example, a car, one tire goes flat. We can just change the tire. That's it. It doesn't affect the other parts of the body. But whereas a human body is not like that. Human body, in fact, we are conceived as one and we are developed as one. We lived as one. And at the same time, we die as one. So we should be considered as one, as a whole. So if you go to even any marketplace and buy some sort of any equipment for that matter, whether it is a Bluetooth device or whatever, it comes with a beautiful manual, a protocol, a sort of, how you can operate it, operation things and all you can find in that. But whereas the greatest creature on earth, a human being, when a human being is born, in fact, there is no such manual. This manual only we need to find out because we have been given our, brain, our intelligence and all these. Otherwise, there is no such manual. So it is very important to know, what is our role? Who are you? And what is your role in the whole universe? Because most of the people, they think the universe is something far, far away and we are something different. We are not attached. But it is not like that. Even Aham Brahmasmi, we are within the universe. We are the universe. So if we are the universe, we all know universe is energy. Universe is energy. Oh, in that case, we are also energy. Here comes the famous equation of Einstein, E is equal to mc squared. Einstein says energy is equal to mass multiplied by the speed of light squared. Very good. That means technically in the quantum worldview or quantum point of view, there is no difference between matter and energy. Energy and matter both are same. So whatever you see, whether it is a living matter or a non-living matter, all are energy, all are composed of atoms, electrons, protons, subatomic particles, whatever it is. Even if we break down our body, we know that we get the organ system, we get the limbs, then we get the organs, then we get the tissues. Again, we break down, we get cells and molecules and atoms and electrons and protons and neutrons. And at the end, you can see at the base, at the zero level, you can find the energy, or they earlier call it as an empty space. In fact, we know that there is no empty space as such. What quantum physics has said, it is nothing but a reservoir of all the energy. There is nothing called empty. There is no vacuum. In the classical physics, what we have learned was, like, for example, you take a bottle and take out everything, suck out everything from that and just close it tight. If there is something in that, normally people say there is vacuum. In fact, there is no state of vacuum. There is still a quantum fluctuation in it that we call as zero-point resonance. So basically, the whole world is filled with energy, and energy is everywhere, which otherwise we cannot live. You know, we call it as, some people call it as ki, chi, mana, prana, ruach, nur, baraka. Many different countries and different cultures, they call it in different ways. So basically, we are all composed of energy. Even we are energetic beings. So, but the problem is that with our physical eye, it is not necessary that we can see everything. We can see only matter, only which, like for example, if you're going to a room and the room filled with smoke, and you cannot say there is no bed existing or whatever. It just because of the you cannot see that. That means we should be able to. There are a lot of things in our body. It is not just a physical element, but there are bodies like auric bodies, energy bodies, which we are composed of. Otherwise, it is not easy to survive. So here, with the advent of the quantum physics, we came to know little bit about it. And now the studies are still going on. And the people now, they are talking about not just the physical anatomy. Now the people are talking about the subtle anatomy. So if you wanted to be a good holistic healer, or you wanted to have a good understanding about what exactly is holistic healing, it is imperative to know what exactly is subtle body. Our physical body, and there's another body which is called a subtle body. And the existence of the subtle body is always there, which is verified by data and empirically and theoretically as well. Like just imagine when we are born, or when we are conceived, we are just a single cell. From single cell, we have grown to a big body. Imagine an average adult will have almost 100 trillion cells in his body, which is composed of, you can say, the liver, heart, brain, or whatever it is. So how come from a single cell can reproduce, or, the differentiation and the multiplication happens, and how we get a brain where the function is totally different from the function of a heart? How does it happen? So from this, the scientists have made out that there is some sort of auric body. There is some sort of a field around us which works like a blueprint. We call it as a morphogenetic field. And that morphogenetic field is something which is really making all the organs. A cluster of cells will form like a brain. Another cluster of cell will form like a heart, or whatever it is. So this is how scientifically also it has been proven as such that there is something beyond our physical being. And of course, now we know normally, like, we are a multi-dimensional being. It is not the physical structure alone, but we have another area like the mental structure. We have a vital body. We have the supramental body. We have the bliss body. Most of the people, you are the healers, you know that Annamaya, Pranamaya, Vijnanamaya, all these kind of different layers of our energy body. And all these energy bodies have its own role in maintaining you as you. And if you are just forgetting about that, the subtle body system, we are totally denigrating the higher potential of who you are. It is, you are not just a physical being, but you are much more than. People, they say, like the olden physics, the Newtonian principles, they say, and that is what is basically a guiding principle of whole scientific materialism, the Western medicine and English medicine now, that everything is matter. They don't care about anything about the other body. They don't care about anything other than the physical body. They want to see it should be tangible as such. So that is how the whole system went off. So there was still a sort of a dichotomy existing between like a body and mind. So body is different, mind is different. Mind is non-physical, body is physical. Or just imagine brain. Brain is a physical system, whereas the mind is a non-physical system. Of course, without mind, you cannot process the meaning. Brain cannot process the meaning. It should be the mind which has to process the meaning. Brain is just a hardware. Okay. So here, they know that when the body is already a tangible system, talking or communicating with another tangible system, another physical body, of course it can happen. And it is proven also as per the basic physics law, like the conservation of energy, that they use the signal communication energy. They use the signal communication. So this normally happens all the time. Now the question comes with the dichotomy of this body and mind, where the dualism is there. How does the subtle body converse with the physical body? It is not possible, because the non-physical thing will never have a signal communication. It will always have a non-signal communication or a non-local communication. So it was not possible. That is the reason they just don't want to give any importance to the the other realms of our dimension. They are just sticking on to our physical dimension only. Correct. Here we need to understand, like for a whole person in the sense, a physical body, including vital body and mental body and supramental body and bliss body, all these are composed as the whole person. The potential of the person is possible only through that. Now, how they can connect this physical system and the non-physical system, this is where the role of quantum physics came in. So the quantum physics is basically a physics or the science of possibilities, and it works like as a mediator in between the physical system and the non-physical system. So here, no need to talk about the signal communication or non-signal communication, because when the consciousness mediates, the consciousness is the ground of all being, so communication is not an issue, which is again proven in the quantum physics by the transcendent potentia. Transcendent potentia means it's a discontinuous principle, like from one atom, how the electron is jumping to another atom. It's called a quantum leap. And they found that there was no space in between. Rather, it was just jumping. It's a discontinuous jump, and it is called a transcendent potentia. So like that, when the consciousness is communicating with the body or whatever it is very easy. It doesn't require any signal as such. So when these principles have combined together, then they came out with the integrative medicine, where the conventional medicine is also there, plus the other holistic and alternative and complementary medicines are also considered. This is how the whole thing. So if you really wanted to look at a person just physically, it is not complete. It is not you cannot cure completely. You have to cure from as a whole. Now the question, who is creating the physical body? I have already told you that there is a blueprint. There is a subtle system which is creating our physical system. That means we are always in a wrong impression that our physical body is creating our subtle body. It is in fact the other way around. Like the subtle body, our energy body is the one which is creating our physical body. So that means whatever the problems we have in our body, we don't need to directly go to the body and do the correction as such. The main genesis of the problem is lying onto your subtle body. So start the correction from the subtle body, from the energy body, then automatically the correction will happen to your physical body. This is the whole crux of the holistic healing. So the holistic healing basically we call energy healing. You can say that we manipulate the subtle energy system whereby the person is getting cured or healed physically or mentally or whatever it is. You know that a person who is not sick, you cannot just call him as a healthy, because sometimes he is mentally sick. So it is not the physical realm alone. We have to look from all the angles. So this is where the importance of holistic medicine and other holistic healing modalities came to, importance. Now I will start sharing all right. Now today's subject matter we are talking about is the AFT M1, which is a natural holistic healing quantum resonance tool. And today I have just made this slides very simple, so it is very important. The visual is very good so that you can easily understand. Sometimes if my voice is also not much audible, you can just easily understand that way it is being done. Okay. So today we'll be talking about the science and the art of wanding, or the science and the usages of wanding. So before starting this, I just need to give, because this is a normal practice, that the FDA is something, which is like a watching body. All the integrative medicine or whatever you are talking, whether it is nutrition or whatever it is, we have to have such a disclaimer. And the disclaimer goes like this: the information contained in this presentation has not been evaluated by FDA. This information is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease. All information provided is for educational purposes only. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified healthcare provider with any questions you have regarding a medical condition and before undertaking any diet, exercise, or other health program. So this is a simple disclaimer. It is very important normally when you're talking about any holistic healing modality. So today's topic is number one, M1. Number two, we'll be talking a little bit about the science behind it. And after that, we'll be talking about the usages of M1. And at the end of the session, we have a question answer session where you can, whatever the questions, concerns you have related to the topic today we are talking. So I would be happy to answer up to my capacity. And let me introduce myself. My name is Adnan. I'm the Director, International Business Development of Amwell Technologies. Amwell Technology is a cutting-edge wellness technology company based in US and Singapore. We have an offshoot which is called an academy for imparting education on holistic healing and other things. So we are the member of AHA, which is the American Holistic Health Association. We do the certification courses, and we are the manufacturers and distributors of holistic healing tools, as well as some nutritional supplements and so many energized products like the beauty products or many things which are everybody is in need of, like even ornaments and this and that. So because here we are the world leader, because we are the manufacturers and we have our proprietary technology. That is the main thing. We have the proprietary technology which is known as AFT, MI fusion technology, and the product which we are talking about, M1, is also one of the flagship product by using this AFT technology. So if you want to know more about AFT technology, how is it made and all, we can always discuss, no issues. So let us continue. Now this M1, the M1 is a quantum resonance energy balancing and multi-purpose tool. made up of special combination of 13 to 14 granulated minerals and crystals, mostly the monatomic crystals, energized using our proprietary technology called MI's fusion technology to resonate at 0-point field. These monatomic crystals and minerals are encapsulated in a small pen-sized casing and vacuum charged to resonate at 0-point field. Okay, so this is the basic thing about what is AM1. Now there are three types of AM1s available. One is the classic, the original version. We call this is the first version, AM1 Classic. So when AMWEL, our R&D department, when we were the main reason what we were doing is to how to energize the product. Of course, you can energize mostly the products which are natural, which are organic. Okay, you can energize the product. So we are looking at the ways and means how to do the energization and all. So we came to know there are certain things which are having, especially the natural and crystal minerals and all these are all having a very high resonance. And this resonance, if we can tap it, we can really use that for energizing even nutritional supplements or whatever it is. So we started working on that. So initially we started working with 13 minerals and we came out with the first AM1. In fact, this AM1 means, you know, the wand, the magical wand or whatever it is, you know. So that's the terminology we use. Since it is developed by using MI's diffusion technology, we call it as AM1. Okay. In fact, these kind of wands, not exactly like this, wands were in use in ancient Egypt and in many countries. I know one spiritual healer, Gudni Gunnarsson. He is now in Japan and he's a Norwegian. He's a spiritual leader. He has millions of followers. So once he take out his wand, he has a big wand, you know, with some crystals and this and that. So he was testing it, you know, with his third eye, and he was telling this AM1 is much more powerful than his AM1 which he has got from his ancestors. So like that, you know, so many people, they are using AM1 for healing purpose. So we came out, we made it like a gadget by using our technology so that it is very easy and, you know, anybody can handle it. And another good thing, this doesn't take any energy, this doesn't absorb any energy, it only resonates the 0-point resonance. That we will talk more in detail again. So the first version, we call it as original version, which is AM1 Classic. AM1 Classic, you can find this area, the tip area will be silver color. And after that, we came to know that there are certain diamonds which has very higher resonance, quantum resonance. Then we have added this diamond dust or diamond powder and we made it 14 ingredients and we came out with our black tip version, which is like a flagship version. After that, we have another version which is known as AM1 Plus. This AM1 Plus is basically the professional version which is being used by the qualified health professionals, the acupressure people, aestheticians, and many, you know, the people they are into into the healing and other things. So we have got three types of AM1 and you know, like this. Just a moment, somebody is knocking the door. Just a moment. Sorry for the disturbance. So now, how to use it? When we point this wand, and just rotate clockwise, you know, clockwise, we call it as AM1ing. So basically, what does it do? It creates an implosion, an energy vortex. And that energy vortex, we call it as a 0-point resonance vortex. So this natural life force energy resonance helps any living entity's biofield to cleanse, balance, and rejuvenate. You know, as our biofield is having an innate intelligence. So your biofield is basically a matrix, you know, a self-regulating a matrix system which is more intelligent than you. it knows how to communicate with whatever your body, like for example, your body is deficient of certain amount of energy or imbalance or whatever it is. This will always be known by your subtle body, by your what you call subtle organizing energy field or biofield. And this is basically working only on the biofield, and your innate intelligence will be able to detect, okay, there is a life force energy available, because this M1 always resonates with the 0-point resonance. 0-point resonance is nothing but a base energy. You can say a medium, a carrier, a vehicle to carry all sorts of energy. So when the life force energy is already abundant everywhere, when your body, your biofield recognizes there is a 0-point field, so there will be a tendency from your body, your innate intelligence, to use the resonance, the vortex, as a medium or a bridge or an antenna to source the life force, vibrational life force, universal energy from the environment. This is what exactly is happening. So if you ask me, does this do anything? Yes, this does just create a vortex, energy vortex, a 0-point resonance. But everything is done by you. Everything is done by our body, because our biofield is very, very intelligent enough to communicate with your body system. Now, with the source energy from the environment, the biofield is able to clear and balance energy blockages and align our physical, mental, and emotional states, bringing about the homeostasis or optimum balance state of the human body. Now, you know that even today's WhatsApp message of Mr. Gupta, I was reading it, it was really radiating. AFT quantum healing, where you focus is where your energy is channeled, and where your energy flows. And this is where the manifestation happens. So everything is energy. So basically, it is very important to focus, especially on the positive side, so that it will be easy. Your focus is there, the energy is being channeled, and the result is there as a manifestation happening. So M1 is not just only supports healing, but empowers your energy and enhances your energetic performance, like your intuitiveness, creativeness, memory, mental awareness, critical thinking, decision making, and all these, So everything is based on your energetic level. So M1 is really supporting for those things. Now, the technology we use to develop this simple tool called M1, we call it MI's diffusion technology. This is our proprietary quantum resonance technology process to energize the products to resonate at a 0-point field. Okay, so in the whole process, we use the organic products or natural elements. Now, when we take the ingredients, first of all, the ingredients are being cleansed of any negative contaminant. This is very important, because most of the natural ingredients, once it is left alone, there are lots of positive and negative vibes and negative energy. There is a chance, especially once it is a orgonite object like crystal and all, it is very easy to absorb all the negative energy. So we need to completely clear all the negative, and we do a lot of processes like UV cleansing and this and that. We have our technology to do that. Then after that, we just vibrate it and get the 0-point resonance, the real natural resonance of the, because for everything and anything, we need to get that 0-point resonance. This is very important. And you know that every living, organism, or you take any system, any organic thing, you can find there is 0-point resonance, So 0-point resonance is there with everything. Now, what we do, we just tap that 0-point resonance and we embed onto what you call the whole ingredients. So the ingredients is already having a high 0-point resonance. And after that, this goes through a vacuum chamber where we amplify the resonance. So it's a 21 days process where we amplify. We call it as the energization process. And this whole process, it is a fractal process basically. The whole thing is reaching to the subatomic level, even the structure of atoms, wherever the resonance is happening, once it is also. So this whole process is basically mimicking the nature. So once, like for example, you're sitting in a room and we cannot say that there is no frequency or sound frequency around, but you have a radio, you just tune into certain frequency, whether it is FM or AM, the sound comes in, you can listen to the news. Similarly, you also, or we being also, should be able to tune in to such a energetic level, a personal vibration level, so that you can easily harness the life force energy through the zero. So 0 point resonance basically helps for you to harness the life force energy for your biofield and for your whole well-being. So basically what really happens in the ideal universe you take, these subatomic structures will undergo a certain routine to exhibit the spin configuration, wave property, and charge density. So these are all basically, the happening in the whole process, because it works at the subatomic level. Now, we all know that the chakras, majority of the participants, I know some are healers and all these, what is chakras. It's a Sanskrit terminology called like a wheel. So in other countries, like for example, China, or if you go to Europe and all, they talk about the meridian points. So we have for our physical body, we have major 7 chakras. You can call this crown chakra. So in Sanskrit, the terminology is different. This is third eye chakra, and this one is throat chakra, then heart chakra, then sacral, the solar plexus chakra, then sacral near the belly button, then the root chakra to the sex organ. So basically we have the 7 energy centers. So what is chakra is like, it's like a vortex-like distinct energy centers, and they regulate the flow of energy throughout the electrical work or throughout the electrical network meridians, influencing everything from mental to emotional to physical. So chakra is very important. So somebody's chakra is completely, here and there, of course, it will affect not only physically, but also in other dimension of his well-being also. That we will again go in detail, which are the chakras, referring to what and all these. So it is very important to maintain our chakras, our meridian point, because these are the area where the energy is flowing. So it has to be cleansed time to time. We always take shower at least 2 times a day, and we are only concerned about our physical body. But what exactly is happening? I told you, physical body is the creation of your subtle body, so that, of course, the first thing which is getting dirty is not the physical body. It is the subtle body. So what are you going to do with the subtle body? Are you doing a sort of cleansing? Are you doing a sort of charging or, aligning or, rejuvenating? Nothing happens, right? This is where the holistic healing comes in. So this basically, chakras is very important. We will go again in detail. And another thing to note, that all our 7 chakras are directly or indirectly related to certain organ systems or certain endocrine systems. Like you talk about, like the crown chakra, we have the pineal gland. You talk about the third eye chakra, we have the pituitary gland, which is responsible for the hormone secretion and all. And we have the throat chakra, that is thyroid gland, which is again works like a thermostat. It is controlling a lot of things, including hormonal system, metabolism, and things like that. And we have the thymus chakra or the heart chakra, which is again regulating our immune system, and which is also, you can say, certain archetypes like love, affection, all these kind of things, that also is residing there. So, and we have got different meaning also to attach with it, holistically speaking. And we have solar plexus chakra, and we have the sacral chakra where the ego and things are there, and we have the root chakra where most people have it's the excretionary organ or sex organ, but at the same time it is related to many other complications of our human behavior, like for example, phobia and all these kind of things, or sense of insecurity and all these. So basically, the chakra balancing is very important. We got Shagufta was telling in her last session, I believe, was talking the mind-body model, and later she was talking about the energy body, how important it is to do the cleansing of our energy system, and how does it help remove the phobias and feelings and all these kind of things. So we can talk more on that again. So each of our energy centers contains a particular frequency in which they should vibrate to be in balance and harmony with all other energy centers, facilitating perfect health at all levels. The locations of these energy centers in the human body correspond to the location of the endocrine glands. As I told you, heart, thymus is there, then pancreas is there, then other adrenal glands are there, then the sexual glands also. Like that, every chakras are directly or indirectly connected with your different organ systems. Here it is showing the crown chakra, which is for the intelligence, awareness, thoughtfulness, all these. And we have the third eye chakra in the other dimension of looking at, you can find, which is more for the intuition and the perception, imagination. And throat chakra also, it is for the communication, resonance, creativity. Heart chakra for the love, compassion, and all these. Solar plexus also is there for the self-esteem and all. Then sacral chakra, then the root chakra. So these are the basic detail about the chakra. Now, where are our AM1 is used? Normally, we can use AM1 as a holistic healing tool, as a chakra healing tool. So besides that, we call it as a multi-purpose tool. When we call it as a multi-purpose tool, so what are the other uses of AM1? Let us just explore now. Number one, that AM1 is used as a chakra cleansing and balancing tool. We just need to point, the tip as close as possible and do the wanding. You don't need to do anything else. Even your intention is not there also, it will work, because that is science. That I will talk in the later slides. How does it work? So for chakra cleansing, what you need to do every morning and night, just rotate AM1 clockwise. Maybe you can see anti-clockwise because of this video thing. Clockwise you need to rotate. Then this is second, used for the stress and pain relief. Most of the people, majority of our physical issue, whether it is pain or any other discomfort, these are all boils down to your energetic blockage or energetic interference or energetic deficiency or whatever it is. So here, once the energy is directly given or supplied, then automatically your body, once the body gets enough amount of energy, body will do the correction, right or wrong. Because body knows, body has this innate intelligence system. Body just needs energy. Once the body gets the energy, body knows how to do the resisting, whether it is pain or whatever it is, automatically. So this helps a lot for the pain and stress relief. Stress in the sense, majority of the people, they have too much of stress and all these. And the emotion code, I know Dr. Bradley Nelson, he is the founder of Emotion Code. He always used AM1 for clearing trapped emotion and all. So majority of the stress and things like that, it is very easy. We can use this holistic tool. Now, another thing, good for the ladies especially, this is very useful for doing facial, because face is there, of course, the skin and all these, that also needs enough amount of energy. If a person who doesn't have energy, you can just simply look at the face and you will find out whether that person is bubbling with energy or not. So once your face, you work on the face, even there are ways and means how you can do that. We have a lot of tutorials talking about how to do the facial corrections and all, and many major aestheticians in the world, they are conducting, they are doing all these facial with our AM1. So it is very easy. You can use this tool for facial purpose also. Now another thing is for the animal healing. And animal also, like human being, they also have chakra. So you can do the chakra balancing, cleansing, because many of the animals, animal age factor, that if it is dog, I think it's every 1 year of our age, you have to calculate probably 8 or 10. So when our children grows to the fifth age, you have to multiply with probably 8 or 10. So animals grows like that. So majority of the animals, they get problem with the bones and timidity and things like that. So this is very easy, and the rash and all this, you can use this energy to do the healing. Then goes to the environmental energy. Environment also, everything is energy. So just want the M1, and you can find a huge difference in the energy. Even those people who are residing in an energized environment, their behavioral patterns is totally different. I know certain people, they use for the children, when they are autistic or when they are like having some sort of cerebral palsy, their behavior is too bad or too, violent and all. They use M1 in the room to energize and energizing water and all this. Then comes you can do the liquid and the food. This you can use, you just take the food or whatever it is, do the energization. And this, in fact, we have already proven with the modern scientific equipment. There are like the polycontrast interference photography is there, Vibrascan scalar system is there, and meridian stress assessment. So there are many modern equipments, holistic equipments, diagnosing tools we use to find the efficacy and the efficiency and the vibration rate of the substance which has been already wanted before wanting and after wanting. There are so many documented scientific references available. If you want, I can provide. So this is very good for energizing liquid and food. Now we will talk about the self-bonding. Self-bonding, most of the people, they go for such a healing tool. Okay, what's it in for me? Like, how can I use it for myself? This is the first thing. That's why I'm talking about the self-bonding. So if you are having this tool, just hold this, number one, hold this at the crown chakra and do the bonding. Now, the stages of bonding, I will simply go through. So what you just need to do, just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and start the bonding. Now, first thing you need, we call it as a provocation. Provocation in the sense, this is the crown chakra, where you need to slowly tap. No need to go hard. Slowly tap and concentrate on the breathing, and just press 3 seconds and release 3 seconds. This we call as provocation. Provocation is basically like, a sleeping baby when it, just wake up like that. When you touch here with the 0 point resonance tool, this basically activates, this basically wakes up all your energy centers. That is the main thing. It's called provocation. Then you need to do the wanding, a circular clockwise motion above your head as close as possible. This is called step 2, and we are basically energizing. We are basically creating a vortex, a 0 point vortex over our crown chakra, over our pineal gland. And this pineal gland is located within the brain. It is safely positioned in the groove at the center of the brain between the two hemispheres. It releases the melatonin, that which supervises the biological clock of the body and all these things. So this basically activates your pineal gland. Then goes to the second, which is the third eye, in between your eyebrows. Basically here we have the pancreas, the pituitary gland. We call it as a master gland. It controls the functions of other ductless glands, So this tiny a P-shaped gland is one of the most important parts of our body. It is divided into anterior and posterior pituitary. It influences the metabolism, reproduction, and even you have seen some people, they are so gigantic. Some people, so they are so, dwarf like this. These are all based on the pituitary, the human growth hormones, which is secreted from. So any imbalance in the pituitary, these are the problems. So a lot of things are connected with our pituitary gland. So this basically activates our third eye chakra or the pituitary gland. Then goes to our thyroid gland. Thyroid gland is basically regulating the metabolism. Okay, so you have seen the people with the hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism. So when the thyroid is not functioning properly, it will affect your weight, it will affect your metabolism, it will, certain ladies, it will affect their hormonal system also. So this is very important. So you are just activating the thyroid gland by creating a clockwise motion with M1. Then goes the thymus gland. This thymus, of course, we call heart chakra. Thymus, why it is called thymus, is a very small gland which is responsible for regulating, or it is producing the NK, natural killer cells and T cells. So this basically works like as an immune guard for the whole body system. So those people, if their immune system is very weak, and you put them onto any holistic diagnosing tool, you can always find that the thymus chakra is very weak or dispositioned. So thymus gland or thymus chakra, we need to take care, because thymus chakra is responsible not only for your immune system, but also, some people, the breakup happens so fast. Some people, the relationship building is a problem. Some people, the personality. Some people, their grounding. So many things are attached with our thymus gland. So the more energy you have at your heart chakra, it is very good. So you just need to do the clockwise circular motion over your heart chakra, which improves the whole area, including your lungs and the heart and the thymus area. Then goes to the solar plexus, which is, the rib cage. You can see the middle of the rib cage, where the pancreas and many other organs are around. So this is also very important. So this is another chakra which you need to, energize. And it is very good for the diabetes and all these kind of problems. Then goes to the sacral chakra. This sacral chakra, sacral chakra also secretes a lot of hormones, like, we call it as, fight or flight mechanism is happening because of the sacral, because the adrenaline, noradrenaline, cortisol, and all these are all basically secreted from this area. So it is very important. In certain situations, even the ego and all these kind of things, sometimes somebody wanted too much of personal care, personal attention. So these are all because of the imbalance which is happening in our sacral chakra. So many things energetically talking, like, for example, I will tell you a simple example, like when we talk about our thyroid chakra. Thyroid chakra basically represents for the expression and all these kind of things. So imagine a situation where a husband and wife, and the wife is, maybe she's an advocate or a lawyer, or maybe she is a journalist or something. Of course, these people are more extrovert and they want to talk and all these kind of things. If she is married to a person, and if that person is something like, an authority figure in her life, where she doesn't have any, chance to talk, any ways or means to put her suggestion forward, because everything is taken care of by that person. So here she is going to suppress the whole thing. So what will happen? This particular lady, her thyroid chakra will be very weak. Okay, her thyroid chakra will be very weak, and it is very easy that she can get some thyroid related issues, whether it is hypothyroid or hyperthyroid, whatever it is. So what I mean to say, This is something very simple which is happening in common people. So this is also a part of energy. So that is why we tell those people, okay, you just go and sing in the bathroom. Some people it's good. I mean to improve the energy. Now now some people you have seen what do you call their sacral chakra is so weak or some problem. So those people, they always, even it can happen with the children also, they will always demand things. They wanted more attention and they are more egoistic and all these. So what will happen when there is an imbalance in the lower chakras? There will be a tendency whereby the energy from the heart, because heart is always up, the heart will be drawn towards down. So this is where the problem will happen. So initially, like if they fight with, it can happen with even siblings, it can happen with even spouses. So then what will happen? The energy will be drawn from the heart chakra, where there will be a sort of hostility will develop. When the ego is more, when they wanted too much attention, and those people, the energy or the chakra is going weaker and weaker, there will be a tendency, these kind of people, they can easily develop, hostile attitude towards the people they are dealing with. So these are all, again, mind-body, part of mind-body medicine or chakra medicine. So these kind of imbalances can be easily, corrected. By doing the bonding, it can be easily corrected. Now we talk about the root chakra, which is step 8. Root chakra, of course, where our reproductive organs are there, the excretion organs are there, the catabolic system is happening there. At the same time, you talk about the people who are having too much of phobia, fear, sense of insecurity, or unfulfilled lust, and all these are, built up in that root chakra. So always it is very important to maintain the energy of the root chakra. So any imbalance happening in our root chakra, it will have a coherent effect on to rest of the chakras. Not only physically you can see the results, but also mentally and other aspects. So this is the basic, the bonding principles you can use for the self-bonding. So everybody, they can just in the morning after puja and all these kind of things, they can start doing this sort of simple bonding. And there are detailed tutorials available. And we do normally these kind of webinars like it's like a workshop we used to conduct for the people who already possess these kind of tools. So it will be easy for them to do the practice same time. Now, after that, we have the T1 junction. T1 junction is basically, the top of your vertebra. This is an area where you can say the head and heart communication or the head and body communication happens. So here, it's like a junction box. So here also you need to do the bonding again clockwise. And after that you can bond if you have some concerned area, any area you are having discomfort or pain or whatever it is, you can do the bonding on that concerned area also. And at the same time, how you are bonding yourself, similarly, you can even bond others. You can even bond your children or anybody, or even as a profession, you can heal others also by using the same principle, how it went. Like, for example, the crown chakra, the one person is doing the bonding on the other, and the third eye chakra, and then goes to the thyroid chakra, then thymus chakra, then solar plexus, then goes to the sacral, then goes to root chakra, then going to the concerned area, then goes to, this is the last thing, which, our fingers are like the exit point of our system, energy system. So you need to just, press, just rotate and flick it out. Press, rotate and flick it out like this. You can do that. This is the last point normally you can do. Some people, they have certain imbalances or certain discomforts in the upper part of the body, they can always do with the fingertips, the hand fingers. And those people, they are having some sort of imbalance on the lower portion of the body, they can also do with their foot fingers. So this is the whole body. You can do the full body wanding, like, because the energy is traveling, like, right hemisphere and left hemisphere, right and left. So like that, one is anti-clockwise with the right hand, and clockwise with the right hand, and anti-clockwise with the left hand. Like that, you can do the full body wanding as well. So once you, for the wand, if you talk about what are the benefits, or what are the points you need to note when you're using the wand. First of all, we ask the subject, or we have to, if we are doing on ourselves, we need to close our eyes, because, the eyes, of course, is spending too much of calorie than any other parts of the body. So once you close your eyes, you're saving a lot of energy. Then avoid any conversation with the people during the session, and keep attention on the breathing. And like this, there are simple steps, and keep away the mobile phone, any other gadget, electronic gadget and all, which will again good, and remove your slippers. And it is very easy. And even with all these also, even you do the wanding, even we have got some videos came out from Canada in a busy street, how the volunteers are helping people just by wanding. Imagine in a busy street, oh sir, you have pain, come sit. They do like that. So it's really wonderful. Now, the second thing, for the facial, there are detailed videos, of course, how do we need to apply the strokes with the M-Wand, the sideways. And this kind of another M-Wand, which is M-Wand Plus, it carries with the 3 interchangeable tips, where one is little more sharper for the acupressure, another is much more flatter for the facial purpose. So we have got different M-Wand, and with the same black tip M-Wand also, you can perform these facial only with the side. You need to do that. So we have got tutorials on that, how, and it really keeps your facial energy, that the suppleness and all will come back. So there are many different type of strokes you need to do, and these are all available. Even when you go for a M-Wand, there is a manual, and you can find all these, and there are so many tutorial videos also connected with that, how to do this facial with the M-Wand with different kind of strokes. Now, the people they are using for acupressure, we know that is one of the oldest alternative healing modality. We call it as vital body medicine, that we have the energy pathways all over our body. So by just pressing, or by just poking with the needle, they open the blockage of energy channels and all these kind of things. So for that also, instead of using acupressure, normally they use the knuckle, they use the fingertips. So instead of that, the people, they are using M-Wand, and it is very effective. And there are many tutorials also. There are separate webinars we have done previously, how to do the acupressure by using the, so simple problems, like for example, we have headache or this pain or that pain. There are certain points, the vital points, where you just need to press with the M-Wand and do it. Like for example, if you have headache, you just need to do, in between your thumb and this thing, just need to press it. So there are many ways and means how you can use it. That is for the acupressure, and you can find a lot of images, how to do that and where to do that for each and every issue. That is also available with the M-Wand. Now, another subject, another thing, since I told you that M-Wand is very widely used by many other holistic healing practitioners, that EFT, which is emotion freedom technique, it is also very widely known energy healing modality, whereby there are certain points in our body. Basically, when I was going through, the sage Augusta's Varma Kala. Varma Kala is basically, the Kalari and all. This is the mother of the martial arts and all, developed from the South India. So those people that time, even probably 5,000, 7,000 years before, they have written certain books on these points. And these points, what the EFT mentioned, most of the points are already there. So imagine it's not something new just came out from Europe or something, which is already been there with our Indian culture. Only the thing we have not explored much, or there are no people to probably come forward and inculcate or come forward and, educate us on that. So EFT is one of the wonderful technique which has been recently developed in the western part of the world. And for the EFT, normally EFT works, by intentionally activating an energy disturbance, by thinking about a painful memory. While the energy disturbance is activated, then you tap with the AM wand on a set of 9 easily learned acupressure points or acupuncture points in order to clear out the energy disturbance in the affected area. So normally in the EFT, we start with the karate, chop, this. So instead of finger, you can use the AM wand. And if you have 2 AM wand, it is very good. It is very good. Then you go here in the crown chakra. In the crown chakra, of course, you first thinking about for example, even though I have a terrible headache, I completely accept and love myself, or whatever there are according to your problems. You can just, keep on repeating what you have. Even though I have, for example, toothache, I completely accept and love myself. Like that, you can just tap it. Then goes here, the point. So there are different points mentioned here, right from the karate chop to the eye points here, then here, then here, then here, then collarbones, then armpit. So like this, there are many points. So you can use, instead of using normal our fingertip, especially see for us, when you are using our own fingertip, it doesn't have much problem. But when we are helping others, because EFT can be even used for helping others, so it is always more safe to use AM wand rather than using our own fingers. You know what I mean? Because you are touching the energy meridians of different people. So it is always, energy, as I told you, energy always travels from top to down. Sometimes the personal vibration of that particular guy may be much higher than the healer's, the practitioner's vibration. Then what will happen? You will take his headache and come back. Okay, instead of removing his headache, you will remove his headache, but later you will bring his headache on your head. So that is the reason it is always safe to deal with a simple gadget like this to release the pain or whatever it is. So there are, even in the advanced EFT session, we talk about the gamut points and all. Gamut point is basically this point. The gamut point and all. So you can easily use AM wand for the gamut point also. So there are many ways and means different people are using for different modalities. So EFT is one of the modality where the AM wand is very widely being used. Then goes to the access bar, access consciousness bar. This is also another modality which is widely practiced. It was introduced by Gary Douglas in 1990s. And they talk about 32 unique points in the head, which is in the different areas of the head. So in the whole session, the practitioner just, presses or touches certain points, and there is an electromagnetic charge, of all the thoughts, ideas, attitudes, everything is energy. So they just release it. So instead of using our hands and fingers, you can use, even we have many access bar specialists, especially in East African countries. You can find some pictures given below, those access bars people, how they are using AM wand instead of using their fingers to release the kind of, limited belief system and all these kind of things, because everything is connected with the head. That's what the access bars talk about. So those are the major thing. And as I was talking about the animal wanting also, many animals, they have timidity, bullying, aggression, digestive issues and other things. This is very easy. You just need to know the chakras of those animals. It is very simple. Like human being, they also have chakras. and they have probably 8 chakras because they have tail also. So you can look at the chakra point and go through. And I have got many live testimonials and live healing sessions with the animals, including horses and all these. So even when I was in India recently, we were healing some horses, So many people have done live videos on how their pet, cannot walk and all these, and later how they were using the AM wand. And we did not, even there was another video I found in Philippines. That was literally, it was a dead dog. The dog even was not even breathing. So they thought dead. But one funny guy, crazy guy started wanting. After 30 minutes, dog started walking. Imagine. So cannot imagine, because sometimes, it is beyond our apprehension. Certain things are honestly beyond our apprehension, because life is like that. So you can use the AM wand for the drinks, the salads, and whatever, all the food you can use. And this basically what happens, this improves the vibration, the energy of the substance. At the same time, this will remove all the negative things, or whatever probably can damage you, that will slowly reduce all this, and your body can easily absorb, because body knows what is natural. So body can easily recognize something which is already resonating with a higher resonance of the nature. So it's easy, once you energize and eat, the body can easily digest it and body can easily take it. Now, the same thing you can use for energizing your cosmetics, your personal care items, even for brushing, and you can energize your plant, you can energize your atmosphere and all these, So everything you can use the AM wand. As I told you, it really empowers. It is not just the supporting alone. It empowers the energetic and enhances the performance of ours. It really increases the intuitiveness, creativeness. People, they are going for, like for example, if I'm going for a talk, a presentation, I know that, my throat chakra should be intact. This is the main area where the expression goes. So what I will do, after opening all the chakra, I will start working on my throat. It's very important. It's so nice also. And really, you won't believe the kind of, thing. So even I was doing it, because the signal 3 is going on here, and the climate is so bad, so I have little bit of bad throat or phlegm, whatever, but I'm happy that I could do it, maybe because of the wanding at my throat chakra today. So this really helps. So AM wanding really helps in many areas of our life. Now, there are many benefits. I can say, like, it assists in energy center alignment and energy cleansing and balancing, reduces and relieves from pain, aches, cramps, fatigue, and all these. And it increases the vitality, strength, flexibility, and energy level, supports speedy recovery, and helps reduce stress, eliminate depression and all. And it increases the effectiveness of the skin, body, and all these. And it increases the potency of the minerals and vitamins in the food what we eat. And it really helps, because once our body, which is a cluster, or what you call energy, the complete colony of energy of 100 over trillion, and if that energy in the cells are getting much higher, then automatically the cell division will be much slower, so that it can give an anti-aging effect. And even this is being used for the facial sculpting and toning and skin rejuvenation and relieve pain and all these. And not only that, this holistic healing tool is one of the key components in AFT quantum healing, which is a modality by Amwell Technologies, which is being taught by AFT Academy. So we have got a 10-step protocol on how to do the healing. So this AM wand is one of the tools in that. There are many tools, because we work with the quantum entrainment principle, how to set the polarity, how to do the quantum alignment, and how to, open the chakras, how to do the cleansing, and many, many things. So there are a 10-step protocol, which those people, they undergo the whole training, can understand. And we have a separate kit designed with almost 12 items, 12 products, and it's something great. And we have got 400 plus facilitators around the world, and mostly from Europe and US and Far East and African country, East African country, Middle East. In India also we have couple of, and Ms. Shagusta is one among those who have already been certified by AFT Academy. So we have got, many people, those people. And the beauty is that this, the AFT healing, quantum energy healing is something like an amalgamation of many other modalities. So it is not that, we are using only our energized tools. Yes, all the products are energized, that is yes. But at the same time, certain, you can find certain, elements from the hypnotherapy, certain elements from the acupressure, like that you can find. So it is something, an integrated approach, I should say, for the holistic, when it comes to the holistic healing. So regular wanding is the first step to cleansing, balancing, and energizing your subtle energy to improve. So basically what we do, we are doing a subtle body re-engineering. We know that our body, physical body, yes, it's very important. But at the same time, when you talk about the subtle body, when you talk about the energy body, which is the core thing, which is really empowering you, as you being a highly potential person, your energy is playing a very vital role. And for that matter, you need to always keep your energy intact. Energy, like an energy tank. So energy is something which is always, you need to replenish. Always you exert more energy than you intake. So this is very important, that we need to have certain tools with which easily, or a certain gadget with which easily people can harness the energy, and with which they can do the corrections and cleansing and everything. So that's the whole crux of the topic today. And this tool doesn't contain any magnet, doesn't contain any ion powder, doesn't contain any battery. So just a simple tool which is lifelong, I should say. So anybody can use it, anybody can handle it. And even the children, even you have a 3-year-old child, and you can tell, baby, bring that pen and do the, healing for mommy. You can tell like that. So it's very simple. And you don't need any years and years of training or something. It's very simple. And we are there to teach and educate the people on that more and more. And many people, they will think about like, oh my God, how I know whether it is working or not? Some people, they, it's all curious, when you get something, they wanted to see. And that whatever is happening, it happens at the quantum level. It is not necessary that you can feel the difference in the sensory level. So that is the reason you can use, like some people, in the demo session also, sometime I used to show people, I used to take a lemon, cut the lemon into small slices, keep the half of the lemon separate, and the other half I used to do certain rounds, like probably 1 minute or 2 minutes. Then I will give the people and ask them to taste. How does it taste? Both the which I have wanted and the other one which I have not wanted. And the people could easily make out the difference. They will tell, oh, the one which is wanted already tasting better or tasting sweeter than the other one more, bitter or something. So then you may feel, oh, maybe there is some, placebo effect. You know what I do? I call a person from outside who did not see what was happening here. And I give the third person, okay, now you taste it, give the wanted one in his one hand and the other one in his other hand. And the person who even did not see what was going on, he will tell there is difference. In fact, it was same lemon. So like that we do with even in the European countries and all. So you do with the wine and all. With a cheaper wine, they make it an expensive wine just by, wanding. So these are simple, ways and means where you wanted to check whether the wand is really working or not. It will work because every wand is coming out after the quality checking, because we work with the Masaru Emoto laboratory for our science and development. We work with Konstantin Korotkov with Asia GDV laboratory, and we are basically working on all kinds of with the holistic equipment and used even in NASA, Prognos, NASDAQ, NES, NLS, HRV, quantum biofeedback, QMR, many equipments we do with, before and after and all these, and it has shown a huge difference once a product is, or once a person being wanted, and before and after. All right, so now this is the question time. So those people, if they have any questions, please come on. And Ms. Shagufta can help me also.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Adnan. So if anybody has a question, I think you can unmute yourself and then, ask your question.
Yeah, Shagufta. Manjula here.
Yeah. Yeah, hi, Manjula.
Yes, Manjula ji.
Yeah. In fact, I sent the question, but I think it went to the wrong chat.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah. My question was, I just heard. Anyway, the session was really nice. Good, I joined. Thank you, Mr. Adnan and Shagufta. I just heard you saying that there's some protocols while doing the course. Yeah. So is it different that a person who does the course and uses the AM1, or you just use the AM1 as such?
See, honestly, the AFT quantum energy healing, it is basically a standalone. It's a course. In the sense, we follow 10 protocols as such. Okay, 10 protocols. And this AM1 is only one of the tools which is used during the whole session. There are other tools. Even we have got quantum entrained energy disk with healing vibratory messages, which are strategically placed in your right palm, left palm, and on your third eye chakra or your sacral chakra, and one will be lying down on the energy cone. It is an orgonite cone which is resonating 0 point, plus it will work as an energy attractor, life force energy attractor. So there is a certain strategic, placement of certain tools, and we need to work at the theta. You're talking about the theta healing, so we are working also on the theta healing. So you need to bring down that person from the beta state, that highly active state, to that theta state, not at the sleeping state. So the healing really happens at the theta state. So we use a lot of hypnotherapy also in that. So it is basically a course where we teach all the products, science, plus all the 10 steps modalities. So those people, they have already undergone the course. They are doing it not for self-healing. You understood? AFT quantum healing is for healing others. So this is very good for the healing practitioners, or anybody they wanted to just do the healing for their family, children, spouse, or whatever, they can learn it, yes. But if you're talking about you just wanted to do the self-healing, then only the AM1 is enough. Only the AM1 is enough. Because other one,
self and others.
AM1 you can use for others also, yes. But the only difference when you do the AM1, see, it is something like, if you ask me, if I eat biryani, whether my stomach is full, but if you eat some raita, some vegetables, masala, side dish, so like that it is. The healing is there. At the same time, if you wanted to make it more complete, then AFT quantum energy healing is much better. But this one, for the immediate purpose, because you cannot do AFT quantum healing. Suppose you are going to your family place and there's some program going on, and if you find somebody, some lady, she's got stomach pain and all, you cannot ask her to lie down and do full whole therapy, because already the place will be having too much noise and all, because for AFT therapy, it's a therapy. So you need, it is good for the professionals to work on their clients, or with whoever is interested to work on their family members and the loved ones. Otherwise, this is very simple. This one you can do anywhere, even in the busy street, you can do that healing. Very simple.
So if I can add here, Manjula, like I had explained earlier, so the example of the dentist that I had given, you go to the dentist once in 6 months or once in 3 months to do a complete thorough checkup, cleanup of your of your, oral cavity and your oral hygiene. So that is like a complete doing a complete process. And then you can use the wand on a daily basis for yourself and for the others. But that is like a half an hour to 40-minute process which you need to do. So, taking care of your complete energetic wellness once in 3 or once in 6 months. And then on a regular daily basis, you just do it for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Even you can always keep it in your bag. And whenever, like, for example, you are driving and you don't have anything else to do, just take out the wand and do it. It's good, especially when you're going for an interview or a talk or something. It is always good to do on the throat chakra. And the majority of the people, they, in terms of the immune system and all, they can do it on the heart. And when the baby is sleeping, you can do it. Work like in the sleep talk process. We have basically programming in the subconscious level. This is going from the energy level. So like that, you can work on the energy level by clearing chakras and all these kind of things. And whatever.
And there's no re-energization, anything happening after that. Once you buy, it's always there.
Always there. There's
you don't
no
have to do any cleansing.
No need cleansing because the way it is being made, it only gives, it doesn't take. Okay. But when you ask about cleansing for the hygiene purpose, yes. Suppose we have some scratch or some problem in our armpit and we rub the armpit, then later you cannot use on your mouth or whatever. So we just need to keep it clean. With soap, you can clean it. Okay. You don't need to do with salt or Himalayan pink crystal salt or you need to keep it out. No, it's not that kind of crystal stuff where normally the other modalities are used. So it's very handy, very simple, and you can use it's a multi-purpose, as I told you. It's multi-purpose.
Okay. Yeah. No, my question came from the thing that currently in the current situation, taking up an AFT course and looking for the availability of it and all, currently immediate circumstances is not possible. So in that case, we can start using the SAMWAN and all that, and when time permits, whenever situation comes, you can take up the course.
Yeah. That's right. And we also advise people not to directly go for the course, at least go for the AM wand, use the AM wand, experience the AM wand, then you will come forward, oh my God, I want to learn more and more.
Right.
Yeah. So you need the course only if you're taking the whole kit to use the kit on others, and the kit you really cannot use on yourself because there are a lot of elements to it. So the kit you'll only be using it for the others, and to use the kit, of course, you need the training. But the AM wand is a tool that anybody can use it. Even a small child can use it without any training. You just take the wand and you just go on one, and that's it.
Yeah, and it doesn't have any negative impact on anyone for that matter. I understand that.
No, I will tell you very simple, because our body doesn't take anything negative. Our body's innate intelligence will take only positive.
I understand that simple. Because I've heard other modalities. Some, they might forget to tell you, or they might later happen.
Because there is a manipulation. Because what will happen? Like for example, if my personal vibration is not good. Maybe today I fight with my wife and my vibration is totally wrong. And in that vibration, I go and try to heal somebody. I am already manipulated. The energy which is pristine, when I channeled to my body, it is got already, the vibration is different. And that sort of thing, probably it might harm the person who is being healed, or even it might harm me. Maybe because of my lower personal vibration, I will get his problem, his migraine, his problems. So it's better that, we don't use our body, don't involve your body. Just use a simple tool so that, the tool will do the magic.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Any other questions? We have many.
I don't have a question, but I don't have any question, but would just like to say that the presentation was very impressive and very, very easy to understand and follow. And I simply can't wait to have my own wand soon once I'm back in Dubai.
Thank you. Sure. You're most welcome. Whenever you need any session, you can ping me or Ms. Shagusta. We can have a session. In fact, this session I just put it in a nutshell. In fact, if I need to talk about each and every slide, probably I can talk 1 hour, So I didn't go much detail, but those people who are interested, inquisitive, or studious kind of people, they can come forward. We are here to teach.
Yes, definitely, inshallah. Inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz, and thank you so much. I have to go in the kitchen.
Allah Hafiz. Okay.
Thank you, Shagufta. Thank you, and bye everyone. Eid Mubarak to all.
Eid Mubarak.
Yeah, Eid Mubarak to all of you.
Thank you. And please do pray for my brother. He's in the hospital. Please do pray for my brother.
Sure.
Ji.
Okay.
Hafiz.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
All right. So, anybody else who wants to ask any questions? Or else we can end the session here.
I think, we can end the session. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So,
thank you.
May the energy be with you.
Thank you, Adnan. Thank you, Asgupta.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Bye.